when he told me, he said, man, use Movie Pass. It's easy. 'Cause I was going to see movies to make up for things. He's like, just get Movie Pass. And when I asked him, I said, well, how does that work? Man, go see a movie anytime you want to. One time a day, $10. I said, get the fuck out of here, man. Really? How does that work? And he's like, man, yeah, I just told you. It works like that. I got confrontation. I was like, you think I'm fucking stupid? What you trying to get? What you trying to do? Yeah.
That'll kill your business.
I grabbed him by his shirt. What kind of shit you trying to pull, Diego? I thought it was your friend. Make sure you're wearing that hat. Make sure you're wearing that classic thing. John, show them what they could be wearing, man. Make sure you get the black shirt. Hey, support us by going over to doubletoast.com and being a subscriber. Many ways to subscribe. The way I recommend, though, is using your Amazon account. Our Amazon Pay button, put your username and password in there, press enter. Ooh, do you feel that?
I do.
What is it, Martin?
Toasty goodness.
All over your body?
Well, over most of it.
Put it on your ribs. Put it on your brisket. And then pour it all over your nipples. Oh, let me talk about this. Netflix right here, man.
Netflix?
I'm sorry. Yeah, Martin, you know Netflix is going away, man. Netflix is leaving. I mean, that's the thing. I can't even bring myself to say it. I love Movie Pass so much. I can't even say they're going away. Now, you say that, but for some people out there, it was serving a purpose. I love Movie Pass, but you know something?
Oh, what's poor Diego gonna do?
I know. What am I gonna do? My black ass is cheap, and that's what I loved about Movie Pass. Movie Pass, I knew it was too good to be true.
Of course it was. That's why nobody had done it before.
Yeah, $10, all the movies you can eat. A cinema buffet. Yeah, Movie Pass. Yeah, you've heard about Movie Pass. It's been having some trouble now. They talk about hemorrhaging money. They talk about how this company, it was too good to be true. They had this model. They thought, well, we make it cheap and we're going to get so many subscribers. That's going to make up the cost. And a few other things that they really didn't want to tell you at first. And the thing with Movie Pass, we all know Movie Pass. Movie Pass was that service where, Movie Pass was making going to the movies fun again because it was cheaper. Sure. Now you ain't got to pay all those expensive ass tickets, $15 to go see one movie. You ain't got to go in there and can't buy food because you spent all your money to go see the movie in the first place. It made going back to the movies fun and affordable.
Imagine seeing the movies you want when you want for one low monthly fee. It's as easy as that.
And it was that easy. That's the thing, man. It was very, very easy. Some people say, too easy. And people were suspicious. People were kind of wondering about this, but didn't stop anybody because it was so cheap.
Always sounded like a Ponzi scheme to me.
Yeah. No, you know what, man? And that's the deal with Movie Pass. Movie Pass was earlier this week, people were trying to go see some movies. And the thing that really got people upset, I was trying to go see Mission Impossible. And they're like, oh, no.
Yeah, that was an impossible mission.
Yeah. Yeah, they were telling people, you can see it, but you're going to have to drive probably 20 miles outside the city to this certain theater.
Oh.
But you ain't seeing it here. And in some cases, you ain't seen it at all. In some cases, you can use Movie Pass, but you're going to have to pay a little bit of an extra charge to go see Tom Cruise running his ass off. And then some people couldn't use Movie Pass at all. People, when they tried to swipe that little red credit card that we got, they got this message. We are still experiencing technical issues with our card-based check-in process, and we are diligently working to resolve the issue. In the interim, e-ticketing is working. We apologize for the inconvenience and appreciate your patience while we resolve this issue. Technical difficulties. Nah, them bitches didn't pay their light bill. And somebody came in and cut that shit off.
Well, that is technical.
Somebody came in and pulled the plug on that shit. While Movie Pass was trying to get your shit back up, they were sitting in a building in the dark with candles, hoping the ice cream don't melt in the refrigerator.
So that whole e-ticketing thing, does that mean you had to pay?
What it meant was, and this was their deal, what it meant is that, and this came up today, it meant that with their system, because every time you buy a ticket or I buy a ticket using MoviePass, the reason why it's so cheap for us is because MoviePass is paying for that ticket.
Right.
They reimburse the theater. And something happened with their system to where it just comes down to this. They lost so much money. They ran out of money to the point where it ain't about they lost so much. They ran out of money.
Right.
They ran out of money, and they sent that loan shark over, and they said, "Hey, the boss wants his cash," and they were like, "Well, we'll gladly pay you Tuesday." Yank.
Are you right-handed or left-handed? No.
Well, tell them that I'll get. You tell them I'll pay them when.
I wish one of you would try to come over here and cut off my business.
Yeah,
I'll stick my foot up there. Hello.
Yeah. Tell me what to do. You tell them I'll get there when I do. You know that, man. The system that they had basically means they ran out of money. Since they ran out of money, that means they could not reimburse the theaters. And it got to the point they had to actually call somebody up and say, "Yo, man, let me hold $5 million for a little while."
Yeah.
And it's not, they had to borrow $5 million to keep going. And it wasn't even like, it wasn't even a situation like, "Hey, man, let me hold $5 million. I'll pay you back on Friday when I get my check."
Yeah.
Let
me hold it pretty much forever.
Yeah, it was some shit.
And maybe 10 in a few months.
Oh, yeah. No, it was kind of like, "Hey, man, hey, give me $5 million, man. I'll pay you back. My number's going to hit." "Hey, man, I got a good feeling today. Oh, my horse he going to win." You might as well have given your money to a gambling addict.
Right.
Because everybody knows it, man. Their business model is flawed.
Yeah, because if you pay $10 a month, but in that month you go see 2 movies, you're already way ahead of what you've paid them. So the numbers don't even add up.
No,
At all.
No, the numbers do not add up at all. But we didn't give a fuck.
Right.
We're going, movie party.
But for them to do that, it's almost like they were saying, if you were just like, okay, they must know something nobody else knows.
I don't even know a goddamn thing. They about as clueless as anybody. You got to go back with the history a little bit from what I know. I might have something that's wrong. Please don't get angry. Correct us if I have any of this information wrong. From
Clark Coleman, you stupid jackass. How do you not know that? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, yakety. Now, here's the thing. From what I understand, MoviePass has been around for a long time. MoviePass has been around since 2011. Since 2011, and when they were doing that, it was a voucher system that they had. This complicated voucher system they had that was so hard that is when they came up with those little red credit cards that you love to flash out, making you feel like you VIP when you're going up there. MoviePass, and people looking at you like, "Yeah, you look like a welfare recipient with this shit."
Sorry, that was my WIC card. Hold on.
Yeah.
MoviePass.
Yeah, bitch, that's your Lone Star card for movies. Because it's almost like they train that teenager at the window to shame your ass. Because the theaters don't like it. Let them use it, but make them feel poor when they walk in. Make them feel stupid when they use that card. But nobody cares. I'm getting my movie in cheap. And they were, when they started to the card system, they even had commercials at the time. This was during this time the system that they had, it was it showed people who were having fun using this system. Regular people like you and me, Martin, right up to, hey, look, even professionals are using this. People who work at Showtime, work in the industry, they're using MoviePass. It must be something here that's working.
I'm an online producer for Showtime.
I'm Jason. I'm a sports media writer now with new theaters coming out in Brooklyn that MoviePass actually has theaters at. It makes life pretty easy, actually. Yes. We went out to dinner before instead.
How many fun car just hit them down the middle of the street? Just trying to find a movie to go to. Now, during that time, when you see these folks using a Movie Pass right here, during the time this commercial came out, I believe that they had this system where it was $20 up to $50, depending on your movie viewing habit, depending on how many movies you would go see. And some people are like, hey, man, look, I ain't got no job at Showtime like this woman here. I ain't making that Showtime money. I don't know if I can actually go see that many movies. That's a little steep for me, man. So that's when you had their new executive come in, Mitch Lowe, who used to work for. Yeah, he looked like he ready to rip your ass off too.
He look like he's on coke.
Yeah, I got a great idea. $10, they go see anything they want to see. It'll work. I'm telling you, it's awesome. I love movies. Goddamn it.
We lose money on every deal, but we make it up in volume.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, hey, look, I'm executive from Netflix and Redbox. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. And when he got there, when he got to working with Movie Pass at the time, I believe that's probably in 2015, 2016. Again, they had a different system, and this time it was he got it down to like $15 to $50, depending on what kind of tier you wanted, and I think some of it involved where you were. And also, depending on how, and you only got 2 movies a day with that.
Okay. And
a lot of people even told him, they say, hey, look, man, because they weren't getting a lot of response. People like $15, $20, and depending on where I am, and all there's different tiers and shit. And I tell you what, man, I'm gonna stay home and watch Netflix. You used to work at Netflix, right? So you get it. You know what I'm saying? And then at that point, he said, all right, you know what? Give him the friend discount. And that's when it went down, I think, to like, it was like it was like $15. Mm-hmm. And people even be like, hey, Mitch, you said you my friend, man. I don't feel like you too friendly to me right now. Fuck it, $9.95, okay? Can you throw some pop? Get the fuck out of here. $9.95 is where they came to. And what happened was it was something where they weren't getting enough subscribers in to justify the system. So they kept pushing it and pushing it. And it eventually came to the point where, to Mitch Lowe's credit, man, they went from 200,000 subscribers in 2016 to today, 3 million subscribers.
Wow.
And people say that's a lot of money. And you would think that would be the case, but the rate that they're hemorrhaging money is not making up for the subscriber base.
Sure.
And and we've heard this the whole time, that it's too good to be true. And this is in 2017. They lost $150 million in 2017. And they say, should subscribers be worried? And this is in 2017 when they're talking about this. Like,
right.
So this is when Movie Pass was saying, we got it. Don't worry about it. We got some money coming in. We're building up different things in our system. We're going to be adding some new perks that's going to make up for the cost. Mm-hmm. And the whole time they're still thinking we're going to get these subscriptions in. We're going to get these subscribers in, because who can resist $9.95 for all the movies you want to see, which is really 1 movie a day. And even then, at 1 movie a day, they didn't. The only restriction was, I think, premium screens like IMAX.
Oh, you're right.
And 3D features and stuff like that. But who cares, man?
Sure.
People like 3D anyway. So
good point.
But then, even with them talking about that, nobody said anything, man. Nobody, no one, because and it's funny because when they told you about it, no one would even believe that was the case. Diego used to come in here and he used to go see movies every day.
Right.
Diego's gonna be so hurt.
I know.
When this happens.
I know.
Diego gonna need some counseling when this is done.
Poor kid.
Yeah. I'm expecting him being here one day, and I just look at my screen. It's going to say Movie Pass closed, and Diego, let's go have a talk. But wait, I'm going to buy Movie Pass. No, Diego, let's just
you're like Thanos with Lil Gamora.
Yeah.
No, turn around.
Don't look. Yeah, man. I remember when Diego even told me about it. I couldn't believe it. Do you remember Tony?
No, I do. And all I kept thinking is, he's the one running this company out of business.
Yeah, but because he keeps telling it. Because when he told me, He said, man, use Movie Pass. It's easy. 'Cause I was going to see movies to make up for things. He's like, just get Movie Pass. And when I asked him, I said, well, how does that work? Man, go see a movie anytime you want to. One time a day, $10. I said, get the fuck out of here, man. Really? How does that work? And he's like, man, yeah, I just told you. It works like that. I got confrontation. I was like, you think I'm fucking stupid? What you trying to get? What you trying to do?
Yeah. That'll kill your business.
I grabbed him by his shirt. What kind of shit you trying to pull, Diego? I thought it was your friend. Diego's like, no, man, it's like I said. No, I got it. I couldn't believe it, man. It really was like that.
Yeah.
And when it gets like that, we all knew. We all knew, man, that those movies were way too cheap. And because I said it when I was with my wife on the show the other night, I said, there's just something about this that just doesn't feel right. Whenever I would use my Movie Pass to go to a film, it was about, for the first 3 movies I saw it, I used that card. I was expecting at the end of the movie for somebody to come out and talk to me about Jehovah's Witness or try to sell me a timeshare or something.
Well, I could almost see it in the way that for so long Amazon was the biggest company, yet they weren't showing a profit. Mm-hmm. And it's like, yeah, but the stock price, but they aren't actually making money. And now Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world.
Yeah, yeah. And they always go by, it was 2 years at one point where a company made money. Mm. Now they say it takes anywhere up to 5 years for a startup, no matter what kind of a professional you have, a professional experience an executive has. Mm-hmm. So I see the way of thinking. But look, it never felt right for anybody.
Sure.
Every time it just felt so easy and so good doing it that every time you swipe that little card, I thought somewhere a child died. You
feel like somebody has to pay for this. It's just the law of the universe.
It was like when you are dating a chick that's too hot for you, and your friends keep telling you, man, she's out of your league. Don't get used to this shit. She's dating you because she's on a rebound. So, it's like, in the back of your mind, it's like, all right, you know what? I don't even want to hear that. I'm just going to get this good sex while I can and ride the shit out. Mm-hmm. But I know at some point in the back of my mind, she's going to dump my ass.
And it's going to break your heart.
And it's going to break you. No matter how much you prepared yourself. When they rip that card away from me, man, I am going to be crying. I'm going to be in a room eating Haagen-Dazs. Trying to get on a phone call. Where are you? Don't take my movies away. Be like, Tyrese, my baby. I got nothing. The business model, we already knew in the back of our minds it's unstable, but a lot of us didn't know that it's also bordering on shady. Movie Pass, the more you learn about it, the more you feel like, I feel like a drug addict who is giving money to my pusher, and I know this is bad for everybody. I'm supporting something I probably shouldn't, but it's just too good. I got to have my fix. I need that shit. I got a few reasons that people should hear, if you don't know, that just came out, the weirdness that's going on with Movie Pass. Okay. And probably why they need to go. The first reason is obvious. They made Gotti. This movie, this is such a shitty film.
They made that?
They made Gotti. You didn't know this?
No.
They produced Gotti. This is a movie that famously has 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Damn.
Starring John Travolta. This is the John Gotti movie that was sitting on the shelf for years and produced by Movie Pass.
That nobody can destroy.
Salute. You killed the boss's boss. You will bring down hellfire.
This is something where when the movie, they were just shitty about it too. When you look at a movie like Gotti, I'm going to tell you something. Gotti is like a movie. It's a movie where it looks like they gave a camera to a 15-year-old bro and let him direct.
Well, it was E.
It was E from Entourage.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like that, and you see the results.
Yeah.
This is a movie that is so incompetent that if they run their business like this movie was directed, I do not trust them one bit. And they were really shitty about it too. When the movie, they couldn't just sit back and be like, oh, we messed up. Next movie we'll try. Because people they were baffled. They were like, wait a minute, man, your executive comes from Netflix. You're supposed to know movies.
Uh-huh.
Some of Netflix's worst films are way better than what you put out.
Damn.
Damn, man,
see, the more you talk about this, the more I feel like I gotta see it.
No, you do. You do. No, it's so bad that you need to see it. But they didn't have to do it. And they didn't have to be a shitty about it. It could have been like,
don't listen to some critics behind a keyboard.
oh yeah, just being assholes instead of just like sucking up and being like, well, we understand people didn't like this, but hey, you know what? We'll do better next time. And hey, get a subscription, $9.95 over at Movie Pass. They could have apologized and gave people an incentive for something, but no, they had to get online, shame people for this shit. You didn't go see Gotti? What are you, a bitch? You gonna let the critics tell you what to do? Fucking pussy.
Look
at this shit, man. They talking about you gonna let a troll on live behind a keyboard push you around, gonna let these pencil neck critics tell you what to do. And they tried to make this shit like it was Rocky or something.
Yeah.
You know, when you down, you gotta get back up or something stupid like that.
Yeah, in the comment, what they wrote in the post, the movie the critics don't want you to see. Why?
Yeah, and just lying too. Audiences loved it. No, they didn't.
Yeah, listen to the people.
Yeah.
The people said don't go see this.
What people? Well, you know the people, man. Here's the other thing with this company. They're watching us, man. They're one of those companies where they're collecting information. And look, we all know that today we have information collected on us.
Yeah.
Facebook does it, and a few other people.
They all do it.
They all do it, and we just kind of just submit it at this point. I know. It's a bad thing to admit, but we all just kind of go with it.
Well, if Facebook has that whole extortion thing where it's like, hey, do you want us to send you ads targeted to what you like? Or you want us to just keep sending you ads on all kinds of shit? The choice is yours.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah. It really is like, which hand do you want broken?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. None? Yeah, I'm just going to break both of them. They're watching this, man. And at least Facebook would try to be a little subtle about it.
Sure.
Now, Movie Pass comes out like, no, we stalking your ass. This is from the Next Web. And they say here, this is from how data is collected and how it's used. And this is Mitch Lowe who's telling you. This is a quote from him. We know all about you. We get an enormous amount of information. Since we mail you the card, we know your home address. We know the makeup of that household, the kids, the age group, the income.
What school they go to.
Yeah. You can't believe, like, oh, gee. I don't know if you're saying Jesus because you find it funny because you're scared now.
Yeah. Actually, we don't have Movie Pass in Canada, so we're good.
Oh, they'll find you. Don't worry about it. It says here, we know the makeup of that household, the kids, the age groups, the income. It's all based on where you live. It's not that we ask that. You can extrapolate that. It really is a threat.
Yeah,
we know where you live. Fuck up. We watch how you drive from home to the movies. We watch where you go afterwards. We know the movies you watch. And this is the most ominous one right here. We know all about you.
Now, who wrote that?
Mitch Lowe.
He wrote that?
He said
the president.
Yeah, he said this.
Who did he send that to?
Everybody. He let everybody know.
Shit.
Yeah. And,
I'm putting cases on all these motherfuckers.
Yeah, this is some shit in those movies where the government is saying, yeah, we know everything about you. This is just Movie Pass. They might as well just said, we know when you take a shit. Mm-hmm. We are following you. Facebook is subtle about it. Movie Pass straight up says, we looking through your window at night.
Right.
We looking over your ass while you sleep. They know everything. We follow you home. They are being stalkers, man.
We know where your mistress lives.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised Movie Pass isn't successful just by blackmail and extortion.
Right.
Here's another thing. In the same article, they have shady practices when it comes to ads. There was a time that they said, we will not sell out your information to third-party companies while they're in an alley somewhere sharing your information with third-party companies. A bag of information. They holding it out by a dumpster. They gave it to this one group, this business here, Laurel Road. This is a loan company. And they said that we will not sell out your information, your data to a third-party company, but people started getting these pop-ups on their app asking them to apply for loans or refinance. And this is Movie Pass doing that. While you going in and enjoying a movie, you having to worry about trying to get your money so you can just go to school.
You broke enough to be using Movie Pass. Maybe you need a loan.
Yeah, maybe you do. Maybe you do need some refinancing. Like I said, they should have had. They should have put Thanos in one of them commercials. Want to get rid of your loans in a snap? Refinance. with Laura. This is ridiculous. And the last thing with them is that they are affiliated with a company, though. The company that owns them is being investigated for fraud. There's there's a lot of civil lawsuits coming. They owe a line of credit to people, or they had a line of credit where they owe people, they owe creditors, and they're not getting their money. This is from Business Insider. The strange story of how MoviePass's owner was created by an Indian company accused of massive fraud. And they have all the information right here. Helios and Matheson Information Technology, a defunct Indian tech company, stands accused in its home country of defrauding at least 5,000 creditors, including banks and senior citizens.
The senior citizens always take the hit.
They might as well put in there like corporations and dogs.
Yeah,
they made sure they had it covered.
They're like the corporation in Sorry to Bother You.
Yeah. Shit, I'm sorry, but they're like the Empire in Star Wars. They just don't give a fuck. Anybody that can get out there and take advantage of it seemed like.
Yeah.
They were doing that. So the company that they work for is Shady. I mean, they're owned by Shady. You can read more on that in that business right there. Now, I don't know how much that affects MoviePass, but given all their problems, it doesn't help.
Right.
But yeah, you know, and you see all this is like, yeah, man, I didn't know this much. They have to go. You know, I don't feel right giving them my money like this.
So have you unsubscribed?
No, hell no. No, I love this shit, man. This is why I'm saying I need somebody to take this away from me. I need an intervention. This is like a drug. They need to I'm gonna keep using it until they take it away from me. And I know it's bad. But the reason why is because I was talking to Brad Jones last week. He was like, the reason why we use it is because we're the people that they really got. Because when you have a business like a YouTube channel or something that's depending on movie reviews, and you can't see movies at certain times.
Yeah.
Either you have to go see them because you didn't get a screening, or you go see them because the movie's not even opening up where you are.
Yeah.
You use it, and it's been a great tool for people like that. It's been. I mean, a lot of people are saying, damn, this company might seem bad, but they saved me a lot of money. People, they form their movie-going habits after this. They said every Thursday I go to movies.
I got a girlfriend, and I made her get Movie Pass, and then I had to pay $24 goddamn dollars to go see Teen Titans Go.
I love the way he's saying it. He's so big. That's a grown man. They told me I couldn't go see Teen Titans Go. You hear Chris' voice is cracking. Man, I was just want to take my woman out to see a nice cartoon. They wouldn't let me do it. God damn it.
I didn't run out of chicken. How am I supposed to feed my family?
How am I supposed to feed my family? Movies. He's mad about it. I don't blame you, brother.
All I know is, John, you promised me I was going to see Teen Titans.
He's crying. He's actually crying. You hear that? He's only thinking about it right now.
Full price. I don't have that kind of money. Now I got to check out one of those crooked refinance loans.
They probably could have even used it. They were probably at the box office saying, you need to take your grown ass on somewhere else.
We are not selling you a ticket to this.
We doing you a favor. You're a monster, Movie Pass.
I signed up 2 weeks ago.
You signed up 2 weeks? Well, there you go, people. It's not... It's just be careful. This stuff is getting deeper and deeper, and it's getting to a point where a lot of people are saying it's just going to drop one day. I mean, like I said, they're just going to cut the lights off and just going to run out the building with your money. And this man gonna run he gonna run out laughing at your ass. You knew the deal. Jeremy, look at that.